feel it in my bones, I can feel it in my veins. Hands in the sky, I can feel the winds of change. You live and you learn, and I hope I've seen enough.
Hi, and welcome to Run Tall with Tim. I'm Tim. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad we could spend a little time together. On today's episode, I'm going to take a second look at the New Balance Fresh Filmora V3 after 50 miles.
Right, make up for what I lost. I was down, but things are looking up.
Now, these are super soft max cushion daily trainer. Now that I have over 50 miles on them, it's a good opportunity for us to take a close look at the upper, the midsole, and the outsole, check for any kind of durability issues that might have cropped up over those 50 miles, but also talk about their performance. But before I get into it too far, I always like to demonstrate what it looks like to run in the shoes I'm about to review for you. So let's do that, but then when we come back together, I'm going to take a real close look at the New Balance Fresh Filmora V3.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. Sleeping in the back of a van, roaming in the wilderness. We don't ever need a plan. We'll be alright, just you and I. Singing from the top of our lungs, dancing by the lakeside. Gonna do it while we're young. In a moment it will all be gone. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. Someday we will.
Now, these are a neutral road shoe that I did order true to size. They cost $165 US. They came in at 10.1 ounces for a men's size 9 on my scales, or 286 grams. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Run Tall family. I'm glad you're here. Now, I post shoe reviews, comparisons, and shoe battles weekly, but I also like to post other videos about running as well. So if you enjoy watching running shoe reviews and other videos related to running, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time that I upload new content. Now, starting with the upper, they did use an engineered mesh material to build it, and you can see that they do have lots of perforations up in the toe box, and they continue those perforations around all the way to the midfoot section of the shoe. They do have some plastic overlays with their New Balance logo, and then the shiny material here. Now, that's kind of a rubberized material that's also a plastic overlay, and they have quite a bit of it, mainly on the medial side of the shoe, so you can see that they have plenty there. You can see all that shiny material from the heel all the way up through to the midfoot section. The one downside is, even though they have all these perforations up in the toe box and they continue those along to the side of the shoe or the midfoot section of the shoe, these still feel really warm on foot to run, and that's really my only complaint in terms of comfort of the upper. In terms of durability, the upper's held up really well over the last 50 miles. There are a few loose threads here and there. I found one on the eyelet chain, and then on the tongue itself, you can see that they've got a little bit of a loose thread there, but you know, it's nothing that's concerning me at all or would prevent me from buying these shoes again. So I think durability wise for the upper, they did a really good job in their construction. So let's take a close look at that eyelet chain. And here you can see it's a pretty standard lace enclosure system with the exception of these loops that they have right around the third and fourth eyelet. Now that helps you bring that lace enclosure system in a little bit closer or more snug across the midfoot section to give you that nice solid lockdown feeling that you get in these. It's super comfortable on foot. I didn't have any issues feeling the laces across the midfoot section of my feet. And then you can see that they did include that extra eyelet to run with a runner's knot if you wish to do so. Now the tongue is well padded and I couldn't find any kind of signs of wear on it at all. Now it's not gusseted, but I didn't have any issues with it migrating around at any point in time. You can see it has nice big wide wings up there at the top. It does have this loop to run your laces through to help hold it in place. But again, I didn't have any issues with it migrating. And you can see that it has lots of perforations starting at the base of the tongue all the way up to about halfway up, maybe not quite 3/4 of the way up the tongue, and then it gets to be a more quilted material up there at the top. But regardless, in spite of all of those perforations there, this shoe does still run hot on foot, so it doesn't allow as much airflow as I would prefer to keep me cool and comfortable when I'm out running. Checking out the padding around the heel collar and the tab. Now, I couldn't find any signs of wear anywhere, and it's super comfortable. You know, they didn't overly do it, so they didn't try to jam as much padding in those areas as they possibly could, but I would say that they got it just about perfect for me. And it's that pillow style that kind of rests up there at the top. And then as we look at the heel tab, you can see that they have kind of a notch there for your Achilles to rest in. I found that to be really comfortable. That kind of goes right along with that Achilles heel flare. Now they don't have a pull tab to help you get your shoes on, but you can use the Achilles heel flare to help you should you wish to do so. Now my heels always felt really stable in these, and in part because they do have a little extra material around the heel counter, but also because they brought that Fresh Foam X midsole foam up quite a ways around the heel. That wraps around from the medial to the lateral side of the shoe that gives you that sitting in the bucket seat of a racing car feel to it. Now their midsole features their Fresh Foam X material, and there's a lot of it. There's 38mm stack height in the heel and 34 up in the forefoot, so they have a 4mm offset. Now this is a max cushion shoe, but more than max cushion, it's super soft. Now to walk in them, I do feel like they're a little bit wobbly, but not uncomfortable. They're still really enjoyable to walk in, but they're super fun to run in because they are so soft. And I never felt like I was getting caught up in that softness, so there's plenty of bounce or energy return. Now I've had these out, both out on some pavement, on some hard packed dirt, as well as some more rustic trails, but I've also run on these on a treadmill, and I found that they work really well under all of those different conditions. To try to give you an idea of just how soft these are, I'm going to use my thumbs to try to compress that foam up towards the midfoot section of the shoe. And you can see that that compresses pretty easily just under the force of my thumbs. So they're super comfortable to run in, especially for someone like myself who typically am a mid to forefoot foot striker, and I really enjoy running in these. So let's check out the geometry of the midsole. Starting up in the heel, you can see that they have a rounded heel. And then as we look at the profile of the shoe, you can see that they have a nice heel bevel here with a bit of a rocker design to it that just helps you move a little bit more smoothly through your gait cycle. Then as I flip these over and we take a look at the outsole, one of the things you notice is all these different flex grooves. That's to help move you through your gait cycle a little more naturally so you don't feel like that midsole is fighting against you, but rather working with you to get a little pop off the toe. Now another thing you notice when you flip these over is just how wide a landing platform you have. You can see up here in the toe box just how wide that is, but they continue that width all the way through to the midsection into the heels. So it gives you a nice big landing platform that makes these feel just that much more stable when you're out running. Now they do have plenty of blown rubber on that outsole to protect all of that Fresh Foam X midsole foam. And you can see that there aren't any real significant signs of wear, nothing that would be out of the ordinary that I wouldn't already expect from having 50 miles on these. So overall, my only fault with these that I have found over the last 50 miles is that they do run a little bit warm. Other than that, I think these are an awesome daily trainer, great for those long distance runs or recovery day workouts for you. I had them in all kinds of conditions and they performed really well for me under each one of those different circumstances. As I mentioned, everything from running on a treadmill to dirt to pavement. I think that these are a great daily trainer, ones that are well worth the $165 that they're asking for them. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it for you. As always, run tall, run strong, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind.